Okay, great. So we're going to start with standing today. So let's come to our feet. Welcome, 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 everyone. Okay. So let me get some more space. Let's just start with those feet together, toes together, heels together. And go ahead and inhale those arms up nice and tall. And we just want to make a little bit of space in our spine. So imagine those palms are together. Yes. Imagine that you're getting just a millimeter taller. Make a little bit more space through every single vertebra. And then your tailbone at the base of your spine, that's reaching down towards the floor. So reach to the floor, press your feet through the floor, lengthen that tailbone, lengthen your spine, and then extend and reach out the top center of your head. Good, good. So we're creating a little bit of traction, reaching downwards and upwards at the same time, which is what we want. And just take a nice exhale as you continue to lengthen. And then inhale those arms forward, arms reaching forward. Good. And let's do some smooth breathing through your nose. So smooth, soft inhalation through your nose. And then smooth, soft exhalation through your nose. And you're still extending that tailbone straight down to the floor, reaching out the top center of your head. And we're just working on getting into our body, getting into our core, getting into our center. Good, and we are toning those arms. So let's see if you can engage the muscle to the bone. So squeeze the muscle to the bone. Reach through all 10 fingertips. And that's also going to help us get into our neck. So reach through your pinky fingers, your ring fingers, your middle fingers, your pointer fingers, and your thumbs. And keep reaching those arms, those fingertips towards the front of the room. So your arms are growing, they're lengthening. And that will help us create that engagement in those muscles. And so we're working on this one because it's really supporting our shoulders and our neck. Good, so just one more deep inhale. Pause at the top of your breath. Exhale. Pause at the bottom of your breath. Good. Arms down. For this next one, we're just going to spread our feet wide. And we're pigeon-toed. So heels kicked out, toes towards each other. And we're working on getting this internal rotation of the thighs. So outside edge of your hip is rotating towards your inner groin. And you're opening the backs of the thighs. And then we want to make some space here in the side waist. So see if you can lengthen and expand all through your side waist, making space in your organs. And then we're going to spread wide across your collarbones. So lengthening through your side waist, spreading wide across your collarbones. So these two bones are reaching towards the outside edges of the room. Good. And then you're putting your weight into the outside edges of your feet. lifting those inner arches up towards the ceiling. And we have that external rotation of the arms. And again, that's going to support your neck and your shoulders. And it's also going to help us tone in through our thoracic spine. So we do really want to strengthen all along the spine to make sure to keep all those vertebrae healthy, getting circulation there, making sure they're supported. So keep lengthening out the top center of your head, reaching down through your tailbone. And whenever we're doing this, we're just trying to do as many of the points at a time as we can. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, 10, just playing here. Good. So lift the center of your heart upwards and forwards. Keep lifting, keep lifting. Good. And keep that external rotation of your arms. Hopefully we're getting into your shoulders. Okay. And then go ahead and exhale, bending forward. Okay, so we're just at a 90-degree angle here. And we do want the spine straight. So as high as you need to come up for the spine to be straight versus rounded for this part. Good, so keep pressing in the outside edges of your feet, lifting in your inner arches. And then we're still getting this internal rotation, so outer hips are rolling towards your inner groins, which is going to open up the backs of the thighs, open up those hamstrings. And if at any point you get any shaking or percolating in your legs and your muscles, we're just toning those weaker muscles, activating them, finding them, turning those muscles back on. Yep. And then imagine your two sit bones that we sit on. Imagine that you're reaching those sit bones back behind you. Good. And the kneecaps are lifting, reaching up towards the hips, reaching up towards the thighs. And we're really just working to untangle those hamstrings right here. So smooth, soft breathing through your nose. And then exhale, go ahead and walk your hands over to the right. Keep that internal rotation of your thighs, opening up the backs of the thighs. Spreading those two sit bones wide so that we can get into the hamstrings. And then exhale, walk the hands over to the left side. And hopefully we're working on waking up new muscles. And then exhale, hands can come down in front of you if possible. And if it's too low to get to the ground, you can always put your hands on your hips. And then I want us to work on breathing into our back rib cage.
So find your back lungs, find your back rib cage. And see if you can fill that space up. Yeah, see if you can broaden wide across those back lungs, the back rib cage. See if you can breathe into new areas that you don't normally breathe into. Breathe in around your kidneys, your low back, your mid back. And imagine that your rib cage is broadening like a barrel. You're finding expansion in new areas. And smooth breathing. And we're gonna micro bend those knees to come up. So slightly bend the knees, hands to the hips, coming up. Good. And then we're just gonna turn our feet towards the left. Good. And we're still getting an internal rotation of those thighs, so outer hips rolling towards the inner groin. Hands on our hips, yes. And here we're just gonna work on opening and broadening the front of our chest. So lifting that heart, spreading wide across the heart. Reach that tailbone straight down. And the buttocks of your back leg, your right leg, you're reaching it straight down into your right heel. So you're toning, strengthening, activating that right buttocks. And then the front groins, we're gonna see if we can just make more space. So lift up out of your front groins. Lengthen. Open up in that area. And then inhale those arms straight up, overhead. And see if you can get a little bit more space in your spine. So legs are very strong and active and engaged. Your front of your thigh is reaching towards the back of your thigh. Your kneecaps are lifting up towards the ceiling. Your toes are spreading wide. So we want to tone those feet. And then you're getting taller, longer, reaching out the top center of your head. And your chest is square with the wall in front of you. Inhale, get a little taller. And then exhale, bend to that 90-degree angle, arms forward, reaching, lengthening. And let's see if we can reach those arms up behind our ears, so higher towards the ceiling. So extending forward, trying to get those arms behind the ears as much as possible. Smooth breathing. And then exhale, hands to your hips. And bending forward. Again, breathing into your back body, your back rib cage. And then exhale, press into your front foot to come up. All right, good. And we're just gonna rotate our feet the other direction. Good. Hands on the hips. Squaring that chest with the front of with the wall in front of you. And then broad and wide across your chest. Spread those collarbones wide. Lift your heart upwards and forwards, as if you're getting a little mini back bend in, especially in your upper spine. And then spread your toes wide. And reach that left glute muscle straight down into your left heel. Inhale those arms up to the sky. Yes. This one is really good for toning that spine. And keep reaching into the back left heel. See if you can tone and find those glute muscles. Softening your face, softening your throat. And then exhale, reach forward. Equal pressure in your feet. And again, see if we can lift those arms up behind the ears, reaching them up towards the ceiling. Smooth breathing. Couple more breaths. And then exhale those hands to your waist, hands to your hips. And then see if you can just lengthen through your spine, get a little bit more space. Reach out the top center of the head, lengthen through your side waist. And then exhale, bend down a little bit lower. Exhale, pressing that front leg to come upward. Good. Okay, this next one, I want to do a little bit of balancing. So I would prefer if you have something to hold on to, a wall to hold on to, just in case you need it. Yes, but being near a wall is great.
The chair.
Perfect, yes. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take our right leg and we're trying to get that heel up as high as possible. Yes, so we never want the foot on the knee joint. We always want it above and up as high as possible. Great. And then we're engaging that left leg nice and strong, the standing leg. And we're lifting the left kneecap up towards the ceiling. Great. This one actually tones in through that left leg, that standing leg, in a way that really develops that knee joint and the muscles of the knee, helping that knee to get strong. And you can stare at a point on the floor, something that's not moving. That will really help your balance. Good. Yeah, palms can come together if you want. Palms at the heart or holding on. And then those elbows. Did you have a question? Sorry. Whoop. And then those elbows are weighted. Imagine that you have little baby weights on your elbows and they're drawing towards the floor. And you might be getting some burning in your left foot at this point, which is developing the foot, developing the arches. It's actually really, really important. Because whatever is happening in our feet and our ankles, it translates all the way up to our knees, our hips, our shoulders, our neck. Woo. But it amplifies the higher it gets up. So if we can really work from the foundation, work from our feet, it's important. Okay, exhale, come on out. Other side, bring that left foot up as high as possible. Up above the knee joint, up into the groin. Yes. Again, using the wall for stability whenever needed. And that kneecap is lifting up towards the ceiling. Good. And we'll start to find new muscles, in our feet, little fast twitch muscles, and also new muscles in the spine. Ooh. And if somebody's falling, don't watch, because it'll make you fall too. But yeah, find that point on the floor where nothing's moving. And then imagine that you have those little weights in your elbows. And imagine that those elbows are reaching down towards the floor. You can see where it's so good to train in this way. And exhale, coming down. Okay. This next one, let me know if you're able to do it and we can always modify. Again, having the support of the wall, but grabbing the right foot and reaching underneath and walk, yep, closer so you can see. But I'm just getting that foot on the hip. So is this good for everyone? Good. This is another really beautiful one for the knees. And again, there's always modifications. Yeah, so you can hold on to that wall for balance. Just opening up the front pelvis here, getting into the spine. Focus on something that's not moving, focus on a point on the floor. And then you're reaching that right knee towards the floor. Lengthening through the knee, getting more space. And then exhale, come on down. Other side. Reach underneath the ankle, underneath the foot. Release the left knee down. And reach and extend through that knee. Good. We're getting into that left hip. Left lower back. Also toning that right leg. And just one more deep breath. And exhale, come on out. All right, good work. We're gonna come to seated. So go ahead and find space on the floor. If you have any blankets or any pillows or like a bolster, that can prop your butt up off the ground. So we'll see if we need it, but that will help the spine. Okay, great. Yeah, a roll, that's perfect. A foam roller, that's a great idea. Okay. So we'll start on the floor for right now. And I'm gonna have you spread your legs wide. Good, this is another really good one for the knees. And then if you just scoot yourself a millimeter forward, you're gonna get more opening in those groins. So the idea is that we're getting, hopefully you're feeling it, a big opening across the inner groins. And you can always scoot a tiny millimeter forward again, if you need, as your body opens. Go ahead and spread all 10 toes wide. And there's a couple of points on the outside edges of our knees. They're like little dimples. See if you can draw the outside edge of the knee towards the ground. And that's just gonna open up that knee joint even more. Those kneecaps are lifting, reaching up the thigh. So engage those kneecaps. Draw the outside edges of the knees towards the ground, those little dimples towards the ground. Reach through your toe tips, get your toe tips nice and long. And then imagine that you have a 50-pound weight on your thighs. So those thighs are reaching through the floor. And all of that is going to tone in through your knees and through your pelvis.
And soften the face, soften the throat. And we want to work here for a little while because everything starts to shift the longer we're here, the longer we hold this. So the pelvis starts to unwind. The spine starts to unwind, the hips do. And go ahead and soften your belly. And just keep drawing those outside edges of your knees towards the ground. Good. And then if you can reach forward a little bit, do. And if not, no worries. Great. Perfect. Okay, so this next one, we're gonna just grab the inside edges of your legs and use your arms to bend just slightly. Just a slight bend. And so as much as you can, we're working to get these arms underneath the knees. It's basically turtle pose, like your back is a little turtle shell. Good, so those knees are bent. And this is a complete shoulder reset. Getting the shoulder into place. Really getting into the pelvis here, balancing on those two sit bones. And if you're able to straighten the legs a tiny bit more, you can. If not, don't worry about it. And then straighten the legs slightly more. Good, and then exhale, come on out. Nice one up. And then use your hands to bend those legs. And we'll just bring the bottom of the feet together. Yeah. We'll see if you can walk in closer or bring those feet in closer towards the pelvis. We are trying to get on the very front edge of our sit bones. Yeah. So these groins are reaching down towards the ground. Reach those groins towards the ground, roll those groins towards the ground. And then we're holding onto our feet with our hands, and then we're lengthening, getting taller. So see if you can reach out that top center of your head. See if you can spread wide across the heart, opening up the heart more. And the taller we can get, the longer we can get the spine, the more that we're going to start toning along every single vertebra of the spine. Toning those muscles. Good.
Go ahead and press those feet towards each other. And that's gonna tone in through our hips. Good. And keep lengthening along your back. And then get a little bit taller, take a nice deep inhalation. Pause at the top of your breath. And exhale. Pause at the bottom of your breath. Normal breathing. Okay, and we're gonna exhale, lengthen that foot out wide, left foot out, right foot back. Good. And we're just gonna turn our belly button towards the straight leg. Yeah, so one arm on each side of your hips. And keep rotating and twisting your belly button towards your straight leg. This is a gentle twist, which is really important as well. Breathe in through your back lungs, breathe in behind your heart. Expand behind your heart. And keep twisting. Inhale, get a little taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, get taller. Breathe in behind your heart. Exhale, twist deeper. And then exhale. Open up the legs, use your hands to bend that left leg. Make sure your legs are plenty wide. Good. And then with a hand on each side of your pelvis, exhale and twist towards the right. Twisting that belly button towards the straight leg. And inhale, get taller, make more space. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, get taller. And exhale, twist deeper. And again, breathe in through your back rib cage, your back lungs, breathe in behind your heart. Make more space. Nice deep twist. Good. Exhale, come on out. And use your hands to fit in that leg. Okay, so getting some gentle twists in. Let's go ahead and inhale those arms up nice and tall. Again, we're making a lot of space in through the side waist. Good, and arms can just be straight up. Make space right along your shoulders. And then we're going to exhale, twist that left arm to the outside of your right knee. Yes. So we have an external rotation of our arms. We're inhaling and we're lengthening, finding more space in the spine. And then we're exhaling and twisting deeper.
let those arms be active and engaged. So you're engaging the muscle to the bone. Reaching through those fingertips. Inhale taller, exhale deeper. And the head, oh. Happen. Oh, sorry. I don't know, my screen went away. We're good. So the head is the last thing to turn. And then exhale, twist back to the center. Get nice and tall and long. Bringing the right side and the left side towards the center of your body. Just by lengthening taller. Arms up. And exhale, twist the opposite direction. So right hand to the outside of the left knee. Good. And anywhere that there's tightness, bring your breath there. See if you can bring more expansion there. Inhaling, getting taller. Exhaling, twisting deeper. And see if you can twist your belly button all the way around to the left. So we're twisting from the base of the spine. And the head is the last to turn. And get that nice twist all the way in through your organs. Basically in twists where imagine like a washcloth that you're wringing out. That's basically what you're doing with your tissues. And your organs. Gentle cleansing in through your tissues. Good, and then exhale back to your center. Good. Okay, we're gonna bring the right arm over the left arm. So getting into those shoulders, right arm over the left, wrists are crossing if possible. There you go. And then see if we can get our wrists straight up and down. Yes. Good. So reach those elbows towards the front of the room, away from your face. And again, breathe in anywhere that there might be tension. Exhale, switch the twist, so opposite arm on top. Yeah. And wrists straight up and down. Reaching those elbows away from your face. Softening the face, softening the throat. And exhale, release those arms. Okay, let me know how you ladies do with this one. We can switch it up if it's a no-go. But I'm curious if you're able to sit on your feet with your feet back, or
how our knees are. Let me know. Good? Okay, great, awesome. Yay, it's good to hear. Okay, so we're just sitting with our toes straight back, reach your toes back, extend them long. And then again, see if you can find more space in your spine, reaching out the top center of your head, and also drawing that tailbone down towards the floor. Yeah, so imagine that the very center of your head is aligned. And then spread wide across your chest, making more space. Chin can come down. Yeah, good, perfect. And I love this one because it allows your spine to stack all of the vertebra. So it's really good for getting the spine strong and healthy. And we're gonna get a nice circulation flush in our knees, so that's good too. Okay, so inhale, bring that right arm up. And then we're gonna bend at the elbow. And then exhale, left arm is reaching back behind you. Fingertips don't have to touch, but they can be, yeah. So find more space, see if you can get more space in your thoracic spine. Reach up through that right elbow, reach down through that left elbow. And see if you can bring the front of your ribs to the back of the room. Yes. And keep reaching those front ribs to the back of the room. Good, exhale, come on out. Inhale that right arm up, left arm back. And reach out that left elbow reaching upwards, right elbow reaching downwards. And the front of your ribs reaching to the back of the room. Good, really getting into those shoulders, smooth breathing. And exhale, come on out. I'm gonna have you just lean forward and cross your ankles. And then you can shoot your legs forward. So yeah, exactly. Good. Great. Okay, we're already at the end of the class, so go ahead and just find some space on the floor. We're gonna do a little integration. So laying on the floor, palms facing up. And see if you can just soften your whole body. So start by softening your face. Softening your jaw. Soften your throat. And then let go and release around the chest and the shoulders. The elbows, the wrists. Fingers. And softening through your belly, your organs. Your pelvis and your knees. Your ankles and your toe tips. Good. And soften through your skin. Soften through your muscles. And soften through your organs. And just feel the contact with the floor. So feel your wrists on the floor, your elbows, your shoulders, the back of your head. Feel your heart and your pelvis. The backs of your legs and your heels. And then imagine that your side temples are opening like horse's eyes. And the tongue can relax away from the roof of the mouth. And just allowing yourself to let go and surrender at deeper levels here. Keep softening in through the face and through the neck. Deep inhalation. Inhale through your chest. Inhale to the top of your head. And exhale. Go ahead and roll on over to your right side. And press downwards to come upwards. Just moving to a seated position for a moment. Your eyes can be closed if you want. Palms can come together towards your heart. Elbows weighted, reaching towards the floor. And see if you can just get that nice and gentle length in your spine, reaching out the top of your head. Yay, thank you so much for practicing, ladies. Always so good to get into our bodies, find new places. Appreciate you being here.
Thank-
Any takeaways from your session today?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Could you say it again?
Yeah, any takeaways from your session today?
Yes. Um, is it okay if I talk?
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt anyone. Okay. Well, I'm 62 now. When I was 38, I was playing tennis and ripped my ACL off the bone. So I've had ACL surgery.
Mhm.
During that, the muscles in my thigh became atrophic.
Yep.
And I felt a little bit in them, but today my left leg was totally on fire from the foot to the hip.
Wow.
It's like it's just waking up.
Yay.
Decades. This is yes.
Oh,
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
oh, that is amazing. Good work. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. So good to hear. And Angel, do you want to share anything?
I just recognized my shoulders, um how kind of bound they are, kind of tight. So a lot of typing, a lot of not doing enough to kind of stretch and release them. So today was good.
That's a good reflection. Yeah. If you can get this one in on a daily basis, even for 30 seconds or a couple minutes. And same with that shoulder work we were doing. That will be huge for you.
You.
Yay. Great. Well, thanks for being here, ladies. And I'll see you guys here next week. And then there's class tomorrow. So yay. Look forward to it.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Angel. Bye.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you.
Thank you.